have the right to do it, decided not to provide YouTube, Google Plus, Google Photos apps. Some of their, Google Maps, these are some of the best mobile apps out there on iOS and Android. They're not available on Windows Phone. So that's the only drawback. These are, if you get the 950s, the new one, great phones, probably the best cameras out there. I've seen some sample photos that knock my socks off. But if the apps aren't there, even Microsoft has started pulling its own apps. We've got the S5 and the S6, the Note 5. The Note 5 is a very, very good phone from Samsung. It's fast, it's reliable, I don't have any software issues. The S6 is pretty good. I had some issues with that. I think they've improved most of those, and it's a beautiful phone. But I wouldn't recommend an S4 any more than I recommend an Icon. Don't get an old phone. If you're getting a new phone, get the newer phones, because just as you say, you're going to be using the newer software. You want the latest operating system. You want, for security reasons alone, you want a newer phone, because even if you stuck with Android, frankly, at this point, here's what I would say. If you want the full app ecosystem and you don't want an iPhone, get an Android phone, but please, don't get another Samsung. The best Android phone out there is just coming out now from Google, the Nexus 5X, which is a 5.2-inch screen, and the Nexus 6P, which is a 5.7-inch screen. Everybody agrees this is the Android phone you want. It's the best battery life, the best camera. You're going to have the least hardware problems, the least software problems. Google's going to stand by those phones and continue to update them. They are not sold by carriers. They will not work on Verizon, I don't think. They might. I don't know. That's a good question. Somebody's been using it, has tried them on Sprint, and it works. But if you're going to do Android, as far as I'm concerned, give up on all these third-party Samsung and HTC, because they just mess Android up. The time has come now. Google has finally made these Nexus phones good enough, and by the way, low-priced enough. They're also among the most affordable Nexus Android phones, that there's no reason to get anything but a Google phone. Maybe a Moto X, maybe. But battery life isn't great on those. The battery life on the 6P is phenomenal, I'm told. I don't have mine. Will come in a couple of weeks. That's the negative. It's back-ordered forever. If you insist on Android, then I think the 6P. That's the one you want. iOS, the 6S Plus. Great battery life, great phone, and of course, a great app ecosystem. Windows phones are great on paper, in theory, in hardware, in software, but there's no apps. That just means you can't use them. Leo Laporte, the Tech Guy.